The summons arrived on a Tuesday. It was a normal day until then. You were calibrating deep space relays. A simple, quiet, and profoundly boring job. Then the red light flashed on your console. Not the urgent red of a ship in distress. This was a deeper color, a classified crimson. The Admiral's office was stark. It smelled of recycled air and ambition. He stood before a vast star chart. A section of the map was a pit of black. An anomaly marked the null sector. No light escaped it. No ship returned from it. Admiral Vance, a man carved from granite, did not look at you. His eyes were fixed on that darkness. "We received a signal," he said. His voice was gravel. It carried the weight of many hard decisions. "It came from there." He tapped the empty patch of space. "The null sector, a place navigators used in ghost stories, a region where star science broke down." You stood in silence. The Admiral finally turned. His eyes were old but sharp. They seemed to measure your soul. "The signal is not random," he continued. "It is structured. It is deliberate." He paused, letting the words hang in the air. "And it is impossible." He played the sound. It was not a language. It was not music. It was a feeling given sonic form, a deep, resonant pulse of profound loneliness. It was a call from something ancient. It was a whisper that traveled across a dead void. It spoke of ages you could not comprehend. "Every expert we have is stumped," Vance stated. "They say it violates 17 known laws of physics." He almost smiled then, a flicker of humor in the grim facade. "That's a new record, by the way." The joke landed with the thud of a lead weight. That was the Admiral's way. He gestured to a chair. You sat. The leather was cold, or maybe you were. "The signal repeats a complex sequence," he explained. "Star charts, atomic structures, and this." A holographic image appeared between you. It was a double helix, the unmistakable shape of human DNA. Your DNA. The room grew colder. The hum of the station faded away. There was only the star chart, the empty void, and the image of your own genetic code. It was broadcast from a place nothing could escape. "It's a key," Vance said softly. "The signal is a lock, and your genetic signature. It's the key." He leaned forward. "This is not a military operation, not yet." He corrected himself. "It is a voyage, a journey into the unknown." You felt a strange sense of calm settle over you. The shock was fading, replaced by a feeling you had not known for years. Purpose. "We built a ship for this," the Admiral said. "One ship. The best we have ever conceived." He watched you for a reaction. "It's called the Wanderer. It has a new kind of engine, a reality drive." He said the words as if they were sacred. "The mission is simple," he stated. "Go there, find the source, and answer the call." He paused. There is no "no" in this conversation. Another attempt at humor, or perhaps a simple statement of fact. With stakes this high, they were the same thing. You were chosen, not for your skill, not for your rank. You were chosen by a ghost, a signal from an impossible place. You were a key, meant for a lock hidden in the dark. Your life as a relay calibrator was officially over. A new, far stranger life was about to begin. The transport rises toward the orbital dock. Earth is a swirl of blue and white below. It looks peaceful from up here, a fragile marble you're about to leave behind. The dock itself is a spiderweb of light and steel. It cradles your destination in its arms. The Starship Wanderer is not beautiful. It is not sleek or elegant. It is a beast of function, a brutal collection of spheres and engines. Its hull is a dark, non-reflective gray. It absorbs light like a black hole. It seems to promise one thing: survival. You step through the airlock. The corridor hums with contained power. The air tastes clean and metallic. Every surface is new, untouched. You are the first to walk these halls. You and your small, hand-picked crew. Your boots echo on the deck plating. You walk toward the heart of the ship. The bridge. The doors slide open with a soft hiss. They reveal a space of quiet purpose. It is not the command center of a warship. It is the cockpit of an explorer. A single figure stands before the main viewport. The star-dusted blackness of space fills the screen. She turns as you enter. Captain Eva Rostova. Her uniform is crisp. Her expression is sharper. She has eyes that have seen farther than most. "Welcome to the Wanderer," she says. Her voice is calm. It carries an easy authority. She's not much to look at, but she has it where it counts. She pats a console affectionately. "Are you ready to make history?" Before you can answer, another voice cuts in. "History is irrelevant, Captain." The man is leaning over a sensor station. His focus is absolute. "We are here to challenge physics, a much more interesting pursuit." Dr. Kenji Tanaka, the lead science officer. He lives for impossible data. Kenji pushes his glasses up his nose. "Your genetic marker is stable. The ship systems recognize you." He points a thumb at a small, glowing panel. "You are officially part of the machine now." He says this like it's a good thing. You are not entirely sure. The captain smiles, a rare and genuine thing. Kenji has no bedside manner, but he is the best there is. She gestures to the command chair. "Your chair. It's time to get acquainted." You lower yourself into the seat. It molds to your form instantly. Consoles flicker to life around you. Data streams across transparent screens. Ship status, navigation, power levels. Everything is green. The ship is ready. The ship is yours. "I take us out," the captain explains. Kenji makes sure reality doesn't collapse. She looks at you. And you. You are the compass. It is a heavy responsibility. A compass pointing toward a place that shouldn't exist. The viewport shows the dock slowly pulling away. Ground control sends their final good wishes. They sound very far away already. The last tether to home is severed. There is only the Wanderer now, a tiny island of life and hope. You are surrounded by the infinite, silent ocean. "All systems nominal," Kenji reports. His voice is a steady drone. "Life support is stable. Gravity is at 1G. He adds, "I would prefer 0G for efficiency." But the captain insists on creature comforts. Captain Rostova chuckles. "We can debate that on the 5-year journey, Kenji." She looks at the starfield ahead. "Take us out." Standard impulse. The ship gives a gentle shudder. Stars begin to drift across the main screen. You are moving. Humanity's greatest creation is on its way. You feel the thrum of the engines through the deck. It is a deep and steady heartbeat. The ship feels alive beneath you. It is a vessel of immense power and purpose. And you are at its center. The key, ready for the lock. The great frontier awaits. The ultimate frontier. The Wanderer drifts in the darkness. You have traveled for 3 days on impulse power. Earth is a distant memory, a pale blue dot in your wake. The ship has cleared the outer system markers. You are now in unregulated space. "We are at the designated jump point," Captain Rostova announces. Her voice is steady, but you see the tension in her knuckles. She grips the arm of her chair. This is the moment of truth. Kenji looks up from his console. For the first time, he looks excited. Truly excited, like a child on his birthday. The calculations are confirmed, he says. His words come faster than usual. The reality drive is spooled. Energy readings are beyond all known scales. He grins. This is going to be spectacular. You look at the captain. She nods at you. The ship is synchronized to you, she reminds you. The drive needs your biological signature. It needs a conscious anchor in reality. No pressure, then. Just holding the universe together. Initiate the sequence, the captain orders. A low hum begins to fill the bridge. It is not the sound of machinery. It is the sound of space itself groaning. The hum grows into a deep, thrumming chord. A vibration that passes through the deck, through your chair, through your bones. Reality anchors engaged, Kenji reports. His voice is tight with anticipation. Field geometry is holding, so far. Outside the viewport, space begins to shift. The stars do not streak or blur. They bend. The blackness between them twists. It is like looking at a reflection in disturbed water. The fabric of the cosmos is being pinched, pulled. A pale green light emanates from the front of the ship. It is not a beam. The ship itself begins to glow. Power crackles audibly in the air. The smell of ozone fills the bridge. The hum becomes a roar, a sound of pure, unrestrained power. I'm seeing distortions, the captain says. Her eyes are wide. Kenji, what is that? It is the universe protesting, Kenji replies with awe. We are tearing a hole in it. He points at his screen. The drive is creating a temporary, alternate dimension, a shortcut through everything. The ship lurches violently, not forward. It moves sideways, in a direction that does not exist. Red lights flash on a dozen consoles. Alarms begin to blare. A synthesized voice repeats a single word. Warning, warning, warning. It's unstable. Rostova shouts over the noise. No, Kenji counters. It is perfect. It is rewriting the rules. The view outside is now a swirling vortex, a tunnel of screaming light and impossible colors. You feel a profound sense of vertigo, a feeling of being utterly untethered from existence. You grip your command chair. You focus on the feeling of the leather, the solid reality of the ship around you. You are the anchor. The roar intensifies. It becomes a physical pressure, pushing you deep into your seat. The universe outside your viewport screams. It is a silent, visual scream of torn space-time. You see flashes of other places, other possibilities. Nebulae of colors no human has ever seen. The ghosts of dead suns. Then, as suddenly as it began, it stops. The roar is gone. The pressure vanishes. The alarms fall silent. The violent motion ceases. The wanderer hangs in a perfect, still silence. The only sound is the frantic beating of your own heart. You look at the viewport, but the stars are gone. The familiar blackness of space is gone. Everything is gone, replaced by a soft, warm, and utterly impossible light. You are floating in a sea of liquid gold. The light outside is not harsh. It is a soft, gentle luminescence. It seems to pulse with a slow, silent rhythm, like the breathing of a colossal, sleeping creature. Great, slow-moving currents of brighter gold drift past the ship. There are no stars. There is no source for the light. The light simply is. It exists without reason, without fuel. It fills the void in every direction, an endless ocean of warm, amber light. Report, Captain Rostova says. Her voice is a whisper. She is transfixed by the view. Kenji is a blur of motion at his station. His fingers fly across the console. His eyes scan a dozen different readings. He is muttering to himself. Impossible. utterly, beautifully impossible. He finally looks up. His face is pale with shock, but his eyes are burning with discovery. "Captain," he says. His voice is strained. "My sensors are not malfunctioning." He takes a deep breath. The laws of physics are... A hologram of the nebula appears over the central console. It is a swirling mass of golden energy. Kenji points to a string of equations next to it. Most of them are flashing red. "Thermodynamics do not apply here," he states. "Entropy is not increasing. It's stable." He sounds like he has just seen a ghost. There is no radiation, none. He gestures to the golden light. "That light should be cooking us alive. It has the energy signature of 1,000 suns." He shakes his head in disbelief. "But it has the thermal output of a candle." The wanderer drifts silently through the haze. The light outside paints the bridge in shades of honey and gold. It feels peaceful, serene. But Kenji's readings tell a different story. This place is a paradox, a violation of everything humanity knows. "There's more," Kenji says, his voice hushed. "There is a temporal distortion." He adjusts his display. Time is flowing slower inside this nebula. He pushes his glasses up. Significantly slower. "How much slower?" Rostova asks. "For every hour that passes here." Kenji pauses. He checks his figures again. "Roughly 1 year will pass in normal space." The words fall into a deep silence. Every member of the bridge crew looks up. The realization dawns on them. On you. Your short voyage has already cost you years. A journey home is now a journey to a different century. You are cut off, more isolated than any human in history. The golden beauty outside suddenly feels like a cage. A beautiful, timeless prison. "Is the signal still active?" you ask. Your own voice sounds strange. Distant. Kenji nods. He brings up another display. A single, pulsing spike of energy. "Oh yes," he says softly. It is no longer a faint whisper. "We are close." He points toward a denser region of the golden clouds. The source is in there, and it is very, very powerful. The beauty of the Amber Sea is deceptive. It is a place where the universe holds its breath, a place where the rules are broken. You feel a chill despite the warm glow. This place was not meant for humans. It was not meant for life as you know it. You are an intruder in a sacred space, and something inside has been waiting for you. Captain Rostova gives the order. "Take us in, slow." The wanderer pushes forward. It glides deeper into the golden currents. The light outside seems to grow warmer, brighter. The signal is a steady pulse in your mind now, a beacon in the impossible sea. "Proximity alert," Kenji says suddenly. His voice cuts through the quiet hum of the bridge. "Massive objects detected ahead." "Define massive," the captain replies. Kenji swallows. "Define bigger than our moon." He's not joking. There is no humor in his voice now, only pure, unadulterated shock. "There are dozens of them, drifting." The ship moves through a final veil of golden mist. The view clears, and you see them, the silent titans. They hang in the void like mountains, great, dark shapes against the amber light. They are structures, artificial constructs of impossible size. Some are geometric, perfect spheres and cubes. Others are crystalline spires that glitter faintly. Some are organic shapes, like the bones of colossal beasts. Each one is miles long, a floating city of silent, alien design. They drift in a slow, silent ballet. "Magnify view," Rostova commands. Her voice is tight. The main screen zooms in on the nearest object. It is a lattice of dark, metallic-looking material, intricate and complex. It looks like a cage built for a star. Empty windows and silent gateways cover its surface. There are no lights, no signs of power, no movement. Scans? The captain asks. They're old, Kenji whispers. The material composition is unknown, but the energy decay suggests billions of years. He looks away from his console. He looks at you. These structures are older than our galaxy. The Wanderer feels like a child's toy, a tiny, insignificant speck next to these silent giants. Who could build such things? What kind of civilization could span galaxies? And where did they go? The silence is the most terrifying part. It is a profound and absolute emptiness. You guide the ship between two of the monoliths. One is a great, spiraling shell. The other is a ring large enough to encircle a planet. You feel like you are sailing through a graveyard, a memorial to a power beyond comprehension. No energy readings from any of them, Kenji confirms. They are derelict, cold, dead husks. He pauses, except for one thing. The signal? You ask. He nods. The signal is coming from the center of this fleet. He points to a location deep within the cluster of Titans. There is one structure there, different from the others. The ship's navigation highlights the target. It is a smaller object, not city-sized, perhaps only a few miles across. It is a perfect, featureless sphere of the blackest material you have ever seen. It reflects no light from the Golden Nebula, a hole in the fabric of this place. That is our destination, Rostova says. Her resolve seems to harden. The initial shock is passing. The captain is taking back control. That is where we get our answers. You feel a strange pull toward the black sphere. The signal is not just a sound anymore. It is a feeling, a sense of anticipation, a promise of knowledge, but it is also tinged with an immense sadness, a sorrow that has waited for billions of years. The silent Titans watch you pass. Their empty eyes are the windows of dead cities. They are a warning, a testament to a forgotten age, a reminder that even gods can die. You are about to knock on the door of a tomb. You hope something friendly is inside. The Wanderer glides through the silent boneyard. The black sphere grows larger in the viewport. It is a perfect void, a sphere of absolute nothingness. The ship's external lights cast no reflection on its surface. It simply swallows them. We are 500 kilometers out, Kenji reports. His voice is hushed. Still no energy readings from the sphere. It is a complete sensor blank. He sounds frustrated. It shouldn't be possible for an object to have no properties. He adds, I'm naming it a null object for the paperwork. A tiny flash of his usual scientific humor, a defense against the unknown. Captain Rostova nods. Maintain this distance. Launch a probe. She's cautious. She will not risk the ship, not yet. As the probe launches, a new feeling touches you. It is not the signal's steady pulse. This is different. It is a soft, gentle pressure against your mind, a mental knock on a door that has never been used. Who are you? The thought is not in words. It is a pure concept, an idea that blooms in your consciousness. It is faint, questioning, and it is filled with a weariness that feels ancient. You flinch in your chair. Your hand goes to your temple. What is it? Rostova asks immediately. She sees your reaction. Are you all right? Something's happening, you manage to say. The pressure increases slightly. It is not painful. It is inquisitive, like a blind creature gently trying to see you. So young, Such a fast life. A spark in the dark. The thoughts are like faded photographs. They convey immense age, a perspective that views a human lifespan as a flicker. The sorrow you felt before is stronger now. It is a deep, abiding grief. The grief of seeing stars born and die. Probe is approaching the object, Kenji says. His eyes are on his console. Data stream is... Wait. The little machine. It cannot see me. It cannot hear me. The voice in your head is gentle, almost pitying the small, blind probe. The probe's sensors just went dead, Kenji announces. All of them. Total failure. He looks at the viewport. The small probe tumbles uselessly in the golden light. It drifts past the edge of the black sphere. Only you, the captain says. She's looking directly at you now. The realization is clear in her eyes. The probe is blind. The ship's sensors are blind. She pauses. But you are not. The whisper in your mind strengthens. It is focusing on you, learning you. You carry the seed, the promise. We sent the call so long ago. The thought is layered with meaning. Seed, promise. It feels like a legacy, a burden passed down through countless generations, a biological imperative you never knew you had. We did not think anyone was left to hear it. The sorrow in that thought is overwhelming. It is the loneliness of a castaway, the last survivor of a shipwrecked world. You feel an echo of its pain, a billion years of solitude, a billion years of waiting for a rescue that never came. You relay the words to the crew, the concepts. It's a voice, you explain. It's ancient, and it's been waiting. For what? Rostova asks. The mental whisper answers, but it does not answer the captain's question. It asks one of its own, a question that chills you to the core. Have you seen the great enemy? Has the swarm found your little light? The thought is not just words. It is accompanied by a feeling of primal fear, a dread so profound it feels like a law of nature. The sorrow you felt from the voice is suddenly explained. It is not just loneliness. It is the grief of a victim, the sorrow of a survivor, and it is terrified. Before you can ask what it means, before you can explain the new, terrifying question, the voice in your head surges. The gentle pressure becomes an overwhelming flood. The bridge of the wanderer dissolves around you. The faces of your crew melt away. The golden light of the amber sea vanishes. You are floating in the blackness of normal space. But you are not you. You are something else. Something vast and timeless. You are the consciousness from the sphere. You are looking out with eyes that are billions of years old. You are the witness. The voice guides your new senses. See what we saw. Feel what we felt. You look upon a galaxy teeming with life. Not human life, something far older. Civilizations of light and energy. Empires that built worlds from stardust. Species that swam in the cores of stars. A chorus of a trillion minds singing in harmony. It is a vision of unimaginable peace and progress. A shadow falls upon this perfect galaxy. It starts at the outer rim, a patch of darkness that moves against the stars. It is not empty space. It is something moving through space. A tide of blackness, a swarm of countless individual points. At first, it is small, unimportant, a minor annoyance in the grand cosmic scheme. The vision fast forwards. Centuries flicker past in a second. The shadow grows. It moves with a hungry, relentless purpose. You see it reach the first star system. The swarm is not a fleet of ships in the way you understand it. It is a plague of living vessels. jagged, insectoid craft made of a dark, chitinous material. They are biomechanical horrors. They move in unison, a single mind guiding 1 trillion bodies. They are locusts on a cosmic scale. You watch as they descend upon a vibrant world, a planet of crystalline cities and beings of pure sound. The swarm does not communicate. It does not negotiate. It simply consumes. Great, specialized vessels attach themselves to the planet's core. They drink its energy. They strip its surface. They absorb its cities. Other swarm ships attack the population. Smaller, hornet-like fighters descend. They slice through the crystalline structures. They hunt the beings of sound. There is no mercy. There is no honor. There is only a cold, efficient harvest. In a handful of moments, the planet is a dead, gray husk. The swarm moves on, larger and stronger than before. The vision accelerates again. Millennia scream by. The swarm's advance is relentless. It is a wave of extinction that washes across the galaxy. You see great star-born empires fight back. Fleets of ships made of pure light engage the darkness. They fight with the power of captured suns. They tear holes in the swarm, but the swarm does not care. It has no fear. It has no morale. For every ship you see destroyed, 2 more take its place. They learn from every battle. They adapt. Their ships evolve. Their tactics change. They are the perfect predator. You witness the fall of 1,000 worlds, the end of 1,000,000 species, the silence of that great galactic chorus. The harmony is replaced by screams. The screams are replaced by static. The static is replaced by an endless, empty silence. The vision brings you closer. You see the heart of the swarm, a colossal creature, a being the size of a nebula. It is not a ship. It is a god, a mind that controls the entire swarm. It is the great enemy, the source of the hunger. It floats in the void, surrounded by the husks of dead stars it has consumed. Its thoughts are a chilling broadcast of a single concept. Consume. Grow. Consume. The vision shows you one final thing, a small cluster of stars, a spiral arm of a galaxy untouched by the swarm. The voice shows you a small, yellow sun. It shows you the 3rd planet, a world of blue oceans and green land, a world teeming with a new, young life, a world called Earth. We saw the shadow coming for you. We tried to warn you. We tried to prepare you. The vision releases you. You gasp, collapsing back into your command chair. You are drenched in sweat. Your heart is hammering against your ribs. The bridge of the Wanderer slowly comes back into focus. Captain Rostova is leaning over you. Her face is a mask of concern. Kenji is standing nearby, his scientific curiosity replaced by alarm. "What did you see?" the captain demands. You look at the viewport. The beautiful golden nebula no longer looks like a peaceful sea. It looks like a hiding place. The silent titans are not just a graveyard. They are the ruins of a war that was lost. You take a ragged breath. You try to put the apocalyptic vision into words. You try to describe the cosmic terror you just witnessed. "I saw the end of everything," you say. The air on the bridge is thick with unspoken fear. Your description of the swarm hangs in the room, a prophecy of galactic doom. Kenji is pale. He is running simulations based on your words. The results are not comforting. Rostova stands rigid, processing the tactical nightmare you presented. The voice returns to your mind. It is softer now, weary, drained from showing you the vision. They are the reason we are here. The reason we are all that is left. It's speaking again, you say to the crew. You close your eyes. It helps you focus on the mental words. It says, The swarm is why they are here, in this nebula. We were not warriors. We were builders, thinkers, gardeners of the star-born fields. The thought is tinged with nostalgia, a memory of a time before fear. But the swarm forced us to become soldiers. We formed an alliance, a league of the last free worlds. You relay the information. They were part of an alliance, a league of defenders. Captain Rostova's eyes sharpen. An alliance? Are they still active? You ask the question in your mind. The answer is a wave of profound sorrow. The alliance is broken, scattered, dead. We stood against the tide for 1,000,000 years. We built weapons that could shatter suns. We engineered fortresses in the hearts of black holes. The voice shows you fleeting images. Ships of impossible design fighting back. Worlds shielded by energy fields that shimmered like auroras. A desperate, hopeless war. But the swarm does not end. It is a flood, and we were a wall of sand. One by one, our worlds fell silent. One by one, our lights went out. The voice pauses, gathering its strength. In the final days, we sought out new life. Young races, species with the potential to fight. We looked for partners to carry on the struggle. We planted the seed of our knowledge, a genetic key, a map to our last sanctuary. The pieces click into place. The human DNA in the signal, your own genetic code. It was not a coincidence. It was a plan, an ancient, desperate plan. Us? You ask aloud. You chose humanity? Your kind was promising. You were fierce, adaptive. You built and learned so quickly. There's a flicker of admiration in the thought. You were to be the last recruits in our forgotten alliance. We sent the call, the key to unlock your potential, the location of our final arsenal. Kenji looks up from his console, a genetic key buried in our DNA. He shakes his head. The junk DNA that makes up most of our genome. It's not junk at all, is it? The voice confirms it. It is a library, a weapon, a blueprint, dormant, waiting for our call to awaken it, waiting for the heir to arrive. The heir? Rostova asks, looking at you. You understand now. The reason you were chosen. The reason the ship needed your biological signature. You are not just a key. You are a descendant, not by blood, but by design. Humanity was chosen, engineered, perhaps, to be the next generation of defenders. But the swarm came for us before our work was done. We fled here, to this place where physics sleeps, a reality the swarm cannot easily enter. We built this sanctuary, this tomb, and we waited. The voice grows faint. We waited for the heir to answer the call, to receive the legacy, to learn the truth. The Wanderer is not just an exploration vessel. It is the culmination of a plan billions of years old. Your mission is not just to find a signal. It is to accept an inheritance of a galactic war, a war humanity knows nothing about. So what is this legacy? You ask the voice. What do you want us to do? The mental presence surges with a final burst of purpose, a flash of the old fire that fought a 1,000,000-year war. The swarm believes we are all gone. They believe they have won. Your mission is not just to fight. It is to reignite the flame, to become a beacon, to show the galaxy that the fight is not over. The voice shows you an image in your mind. The Wanderer. But it is different. Its hull is not gray. It is glowing with intricate lines of power. It pulses with an energy that makes the reality drive look like a firecracker. and you must use the weapon we have prepared for you. The weapon that is this ship. The truth is finally clear. Humanity was not just chosen. You were not just chosen. You were meant to be a weapon, a beacon of hope in a darkened galaxy, a promise that the dawn is coming.